Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Team Big Plays. So today I'm doing something different again. With all this quarantine stuff going on, I think it is the perfect time for me to start trying different videos, ideas, see what works, try new things, especially a lot of stuff that I don't really see in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. That's kind of what I want to do here. I want to be able to hit those niche marks that not quite everybody gets. So, and try to offer new stuff because, man, how many times have I seen Shadal in the thumbnail for so many videos, including my own? Like, it's kind of ridiculous. But so yeah, today I wanted to try to bring you guys something a bit new, maybe something a bit refreshing, and hopefully something you guys will go out and try for yourself, which is a manga review. So for those of you who don't know, this is the YuGiOh manga. Yes, YuGiOh has a manga, believe it or not. And it's actually really, really good. All the Yu-Gi-Oh mangas I've read are insanely amazing, and I think a lot of the manga for more of those kid-style shows like the Pokemon mangas are absolutely insane. So this is the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. This is season 0. As far as the card game goes, of course it's DM era card game, but there's actually, believe it or not, there's like only one duel in this manga, and I plan on today going to get the other volumes. This is the 3-in-1 volume, which is going to be the one you're probably going to find. I wasn't able to find these individually, but I think the 3-in-1's actually better deal because it's like $15, which for 3 mangas, that's like $5 a manga, and that's pretty good, considering Ishikawa Reviewers and Komi Can't Communicate, which I have over here. Other good mangas, by the way. NSFW warning for Ishikawa, though. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully you guys enjoy and keep watching. If you do enjoy the video, like, subscribe, notification bell. I'll have all my links down below. And if you want to get your hands on this manga, I'll have a link down below, probably to Amazon or like a website where you can actually buy it. And it's nice because I think this is a really good way to support the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh directly, like the actual dude who made it, which is Kazuki Takahashi. And on top of that, kind of learn where Yu-Gi-Oh comes from, because in this manga, like I said, there's only like 1, maybe 2 duels in the entire manga. The rest of it is more about shadow games, and in the sense that they're actual games where you risk your life. So yeah, but starting off, I want to kind of go over the artwork. First off, this artwork is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to show you right here. Look at that. So you see the extreme detail, the shading is amazing. Clearly you got the, I forget what those are called, like exactly, but I think that's like the X, starts with an E or something, I don't know. But yeah, first off, so I want to go over the artwork for this manga. I think the artwork is incredibly amazing. I'm probably going to show you a couple cuts of what it looks like. But yeah, there's the cover, there's the back. I think Yugi especially looks a lot better in the manga than he does on the show, especially Yami, because like in the show, when you're looking at Yami Yugi, he's like a lot taller of a dude, seems more stoic and justified, but in the manga is really nitty gritty. So when you're seeing Yami, Yugi goes from looking, I think if anything, he looks more innocent in the manga from like right here. See him down in the bottom, to looking like, let's see, find a page where he transfers over. So he's right out. Where he goes to looking more like this, and this is Yami in the manga. And as you can see, he's not really taller than Yugi. He still kind of looks more like Yugi, but look how sinister. Like, he actually because Yami, for those of you who don't know, is Japanese for dark, so that's what the dude's name, Pharaoh Dark. But I think the artwork in the manga reflects him as a character so much better than it does in the anime, because you get to see the art style is different. And it's kind of like that with a lot of animes, the art gets transferred over and it looks a little different. For example, Pokemon, clearly. But yeah, show you a couple more clips. We got Yugi right there. We got the villains. Oh, those are actually all the cards that they show you, because this is a reprint. So this is the 3-in-1 volume. Of course, these are all the original mangas, but reprint. You guys are YuGiOh players, you understand what I'm saying by that. So yeah. But yeah, that's the art. Is now talking about the storyline compared to the anime. So in the anime, the story for YuGiOh is a boy named Yugi solves a puzzle, gets some magic powers to transform into a dark pharaoh, Yami, and that pharaoh is kind of like a alter ego to him, where the pharaoh is very brave, stand-up-ish, kind of what Yugi wishes he could be, whereas in the anime, Yugi's kind of, like, hide back, but he does, kind of buck up at times and stand up for himself. He's just a smaller dude. So, and then in the anime, so we're talking about Duel monsters because, this is the original. They own a card shop. His grandfather owns a card shop. That's still the same in here. And this man, Seto Kaiba, comes in. They have this ultra rare card, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Kaiba wants it. They say no, doesn't give it to him. Kaiba takes the card, tears it, so that way nobody else can use Blue Eyes White Dragon because there's only 4 and Kaiba has 3. So in the end, they all duel for it using the power of friendship. He draws Exodia 5 pieces, wins the game instantly against 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. So that is the YuGiOh anime, basically summed up. That's pretty much how it goes for most episodes, depending on which variant you're watching, whether it's GX, Arc 5, Vrain, Zexal, 5Ds, can't forget 5Ds. It's gonna kind of vary how the episodes line up, but for the DM era, that's pretty much it. Now, in the manga, the story goes similar. Yes, Yugi solves the puzzle that he's been meaning to and is able to transfer into Yami, but the only thing is it's not until actually later in the manga where he realizes, oh snap, I can transform into Yami, and then he actually comes into more of communication with Yami, considering Yami is still technically a separate entity. And they actually don't get into the card game. Like, the Kaiba thing does happen, but that's much later in the manga. And that's kind of where the anime picks up off of, but it's still a bit darker. So here, this is before the card game. The first scene is there is a bully that is, I don't even say the bully. So it starts off, Joey is messing with Yugi, because Yugi has his puzzle. He's holding it up like, hey, Yugs, come and get this. Oh, I can't get it. He's kind of messing with him. He's teasing him. Right next to Tristan, Taya walks in. She's like, hey, give that back to him. Kind of standing up for Yugi. Because honestly, I like Taya in this book so much better. She's like a good character. She actually is very, like, stand up for herself and stuff, and is able to actually do that for herself, be independent instead of just relying on Yugi. But yeah, so Joey takes one piece of the puzzle, so Yugi can't finish it. Yugi doesn't know. He goes home, tries to finish the puzzle. There's an empty piece. Joey threw the puzzle piece into the river, and Yugi doesn't know that. So Yugi comes back the next day, and there's this guy. He's like a hall monitor. He's a really, really big dude. I'm talking like freaking Jotaro sized dude. Like, this dude is massive, bulky. And he's like, I'll defend you, Yugi. And next time Joey goes to pick up, so he literally goes out, finds Joey, and this is what you're not going to see in the anime. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. It's going to be towards the beginning. Look at this. He literally beats the snot out of Joey. Like, look at Joey right there, dude. Blood coming out and all that. It's a lot of grit that you're not going to see in the anime. So he beats up Joey and Tristan. Yugi hears about this the next day, goes up to him being like, hey, you can't be doing that. I don't want you to do that. It's nice that you're willing to. And the guy says, oh, well, it's too late, and now you got to pay me, I think it's like 500,000 yen, which is like 500 USD, so it's a lot to pay for his defense of Yugi. and Yugi's grandfather gives him the money. So Yugi's going to bring the money to him, but he's got a plan. He's like, oh no, I'm not. Well, he planned on to just give it to him, but he sees Joey and Tristan there. I think, or is it Ted? I think, yeah, no, he sees Joey and Tristan there, and he decides, because they were getting the snot beat out of him again, because they wanted to stand up for Yugi instead, because Yugi stood up for them the first time he was beating on them and Yugi told him to stop. So Joey gives him the puzzle piece back and says, here, I'm sorry. And he starts beating up on them. And then Yugi's like, no, stop, I got your money. He nails Yugi. All of a sudden, boom, there's a flash of light, and he turns into Yami. Of course, right there. Again, so much better looking and sinister in the anime, in the manga, and that's why I love it. So, turns in the manga, and instead of, dueling it out like we normally would, they play a shadow game. So as you can see, there's a knife and money. Basically, the goal is to stab the money, grab as much as you can before calling it quits. Because if not, you're going to stab straight through your hand, which if you want a lot of money and you don't want the other person to get it, of course you got to use force. So there's like a certain amount of force. But basically, they kind of go back and forth doing this until inevitably he ends up... Did he stab through his hand? No. He got nervous because there wasn't a lot of money left, and he's a really big dude. So he would overdo it if you were to stab any further, but instead of giving up, he goes to stab you. So this is technically a violation of the rules of the shadow game, so he would get penalized. And that's kind of how it goes with every single confrontation. Either the enemy loses the shadow game outright, kind of the fair way, or they try to cheat or get out of it, and they get punished for that. And each punishment is like, now some of them are hallucinations. There's a second one, the dude actually catches on fire for real while trying to hold a gun to Yugi and pouring a shot while there's a lighter on his hand that he's pouring the shot with, because if he shoots or moves his hand, the lighter will fall, and this is like Everclear, so this is like 100 proof alcohol, like this will catch on fire, and it's really crazy. Again, not something you're going to see in the anime at all, anywhere. And again, that's why I really like this, and that's why I would recommend this to you guys. So if you're interested, again, links down below in the description. Basically, YuGiOh Season 0. There is, if you are wanting to do that, there are animated episodes of the original manga, which is called YuGiOh Season 0, which is everything leading up to the incident with Kaiba, which kicks off the actual card game. And I'll have a link in the description to a couple episodes because it's on YouTube. You really can't find it anywhere else. Maybe if you go on like Kiss or 9 Anime, there's definitely no like normal way to find it, at least as far as I can tell. But yeah, that's the manga. I would definitely recommend it. It's really dark, really nitty gritty, and puts a spin on Yu-Gi-Oh, which is more marketed as a children's card game. That's a running joke. That spins the whole series on its head. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It's first time trying to do a manga review. I think I might script it out a bit more for next episode. Kind of write down like points, jot points, while I'm trying to go over everything. But yeah, that's it guys. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and yeah, peace.